The QuoteWerks SALESLOGIX integration leverages the power of your CRM to effectively and accurately prepare, manage, and deliver sales quotes to your customers. In this video, I will be showing you how to retrieve customer details, create follow-up calls, and create and update sales opportunities. Let's start by creating a new quote. For this demonstration, I'll be using a template. Templates are a great way to save even more time when preparing quotes. Next, I will bring in the customer's information. With QuoteWerks, there's no need to retype customer information that already exists in SALESLOGIX. In QuoteWerks, I'll go to the Sold To, Shipped To tab of the Quote Workbook, which is where the customer information is stored. To insert the currently active contact record from SALESLOGIX, click on the card button above the Sold To, Shipped To, and or Bill To field. As you can see, the customer's information was retrieved from SALESLOGIX and populated into respective fields. You can also search for other contacts in the SALESLOGIX database by clicking on the magnifying glass. From the lookup window, you can search for a contact by account name, account number, last name, or phone number. Once you have found a desired contact, simply click on Sold To, Shipped To, and or Bill To populate the corresponding fields in QuoteWerks. In addition to retrieving customer information, QuoteWerks can also retrieve additional information stored in SALESLOGIX. Our data link feature enables you to customize which additional information you would like to have automatically pulled into QuoteWerks. For this example, I want to pull in the industry field from the account record into the profile field below the Sold To fields in QuoteWerks. To set up a data link, I'll go to Contacts and select Set Up Contact Manager and click on Data Link. Here are the available fields from SALESLOGIX that I can pull into my quote. Once I've found an industry field, I will select it. Now from the QuoteWerks drop-down list, I will select the Sold To Price Profile field, which corresponds to the Customer Profile field on the Sold To Shipped To tab in QuoteWerks. Once you establish a link, the value of that field will be pulled into QuoteWerks when the contact record is retrieved. Note that the profile field is currently blank. To pull in the profile field, I will clear the Sold To fields and then re-retrieve the same contact. Notice that the industry field from SALESLOGIX has been inserted into the profile field. As you can see, the data link setup window allows you to specify which additional fields from SALESLOGIX you want to pull into QuoteWerks. Now that I'm finished creating my quote, I will save it. Here you can choose the SALESLOGIX integration options. Selecting Create Update Link Document will create or update an attachment record for the contact and would include a linked document. Well, you can switch to SALESLOGIX to see the linked document that was created. The linked document will be under the Attachments tab. Here you can see every quote you've created for this contact. This quote attachment is very useful. When your customer calls back in reference of your quote, you or any in the office can easily open up that quote by looking up the customer in SALESLOGIX and double-clicking on the linked document. As you can see, you can quickly open a quote in QuoteWerks from the SALESLOGIX Attachment tab. Selecting Create Update Follow-up Call will schedule a callback activity in SALESLOGIX, which enables you to follow up on open quotes, increasing your chances of closing a sale. From here, you can set the date, the time, and the duration of the call. Set an alarm, and select that priority and category options. You can also insert any notes you may want to see before making the call. We can switch to SALESLOGIX to see the follow-up call that was scheduled. The call will be under the Activities tab. This call activity will automatically notify you when it is time to follow up on this quote. Selecting Create Update Sales Opportunity will create or update a SALESLOGIX sales opportunity. From here, you can assign the account manager, identify a reseller, define the type, and the source. You can also change the close date, the status, and the probability. You can also select the sales process. The sales process automation tool in SALESLOGIX helps you define the stages and steps a sales rep will move through while working in an opportunity. Because QuoteWerks can link to the sales process, every time you update your quote within QuoteWerks, you can also update the opportunity with the steps you have created. we can switch over to SALESLOGIX to see the opportunity. The opportunity will be under the Opportunities tab. Within the opportunity in SALESLOGIX, you can see the values I set in QuoteWerks, such as the type, the source, and the sales process. From here, I can check the steps I have completed for this opportunity. If you already have a sales opportunity for the quote, QuoteWerks will automatically prompt you to update the existing one to reflect the changes you have made. For example, if I go back into my quote and change the sales price of an item, and then resave the quote, QuoteWerks will automatically prompt me to update the sales opportunity in SALESLOGIX. This opportunity will reflect any changes I made to the opportunity in SALESLOGIX, such as the steps I have completed for the sales process. Once you have a sales opportunity for this contact, QuoteWerks will display the stages and steps in the sales process. From here, you can update your stage and check the steps you have completed. By creating and updating sales opportunity in SALESLOGIX, you can generate reports to give you an insight into your sales pipeline. The next step is to send the quote to the customer. Here are the layouts I have available. I can create more of a proposal style quote by adding a cover page, literature, spec sheets, and other document I want to include. QuoteWerks will then take all your documents and merge it into a PDF. You can also choose the Word option to help QuoteWerks merge all your quote information into a Microsoft Word document. Our quote template designer also allows you to bring over information stored in SALESLOGIX and display it on the quote. For this example, I'm going to insert the industry field that I used for the data link. I'll go to Insert, Data Field, and choose Contact Manager. Here are the fields from SALESLOGIX so you can pull to your quote. Once I find the industry field, I will select it. I'll then click OK and choose the location. Next, I will save and preview it to test it. As you can see, the value in the industry field from SALESLOGIX is now on the quote. Now let's select and preview the quote I'm going to be sending to the customer. Here's the quote I'm about to send. Since everything checks out, I will now send it to my customer. You can then email your customer a PDF of your quote. Or you can create an interactive customized web page of your quote with Quote Valet. From here, you can upload your quote to the cloud and preview the web page of your quote before sending the link to your customer. Quote Valet gives your customers the ability to electronically sign and accept your quote, as well as make payment. Best of all, you will get notified when your customer views the quote. After uploading and previewing your quote, I will send an email to the customer with the link that will open the web page of your quote. After you send an email, QuoteWerks will also create a PDF copy of your quote under the Attachments tab. This allows your colleagues that don't have access to QuoteWerks to still be able to view your quote. Now let's pretend the customer accepts the quote. At this point, I would convert the quote to an order or invoice. When a quote is converted to an order or invoice, the existing sales opportunity in SALESLOGIX will automatically convert to a one sales opportunity, eliminating the possibility of me forgetting. We can switch to SALESLOGIX to see the one opportunity. As you can see, this opportunity is now a closed won opportunity. As you have seen, information flows seamlessly between QuoteWerks and SALESLOGIX. This seamless integration will increase your productivity so you can spend more time selling and less time creating sales quotes.